everyone. Welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always.
Today, we're tackling a question that's both ancient and modern.
Oh.
The connection between angels and the possibility of extraterrestrials.
Fascinating. Where are we starting with this?
We're diving into the History Channel's Ancient Aliens.
Of course.
Specifically, their episode on biblical texts. I mean, think about it.
Okay.
Ancient people didn't have the same vocabulary we do today.
Right.
They saw divine intervention, encounters with angels.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe, just maybe, it was something else entirely.
Abby. Yeah.
So let's start with what we know. Angelic encounters.
Familiar territory?
Angels, messengers between us and the divine, right?
Right.
But what if these encounters were actually, well,
Go on.
glimpses of something extraterrestrial?
That's where it gets interesting.
Okay, so...
The story of Moses, for instance.
Okay, Moses.
Yeah.
He goes up Mount Sinai.
Right up to the top,
Mm-hmm.
encounters this divine presence.
And comes back with the Ten Commandments.
Exactly. But there's this detail, have you noticed?
Oh, there's a lot of details.
His appearance changes, remember, after the encounter.
Oh, right. Yeah, his face is radiating light. He has to cover it up.
Exactly. So much so that he had to veil himself. Imagine that.
It's like not just spiritual, but like a physical thing.
It is. A
It's-
physical manifestation.
Do you think maybe they were just describing something?
Yeah.
Something they couldn't explain with their, like, worldview?
It's a possibility, for
Yeah.
sure. Ancient Aliens definitely runs with that.
Okay, yeah.
Some theorists, they propose that Moses' experience, right?
Mm.
It has similarities with modern-day close encounters.
Oh, wow.
Maybe even, alien abductions.
Whoa, hold on. I'm not saying Moses was beamed up to a spaceship or anything.
But of course.
But it does make you think
He does, doesn't it?
about those ancient accounts,
Yeah.
holding clues to something beyond what we, traditionally think.
I'm with you.
And it's not just Moses. What about Ezekiel?
Ah, Ezekiel.
His visions are full of imagery that just seems
Strange.
out of place.
Almost futuristic.
Tell me about it. That vision by the Shebar River.
Okay, yeah.
He describes a whirlwind, right?
Mm-hmm.
This vortex of fire and colors. And from it, these four beings emerge. 4 faces, 4 wings.
Wait, 4 faces?
4. Skin like polished bronze. Their movements,
Okay.
almost mechanical.
Okay, forget chariots of fire.
Right.
This sounds like some kind of high-tech flying machine.
It does, a bit, yeah.
The whirlwind, the metallic beams. It's not hard to see
Yeah.
how someone might connect that to UFO sightings.
I can see that.
And those 4 faces? What if he is trying to describe
What do you think?
some kind of space helmet with visors?
Interesting.
Or like a crazy breathing apparatus?
It's a leap, sure.
I know.
But an interesting one, right?
Yeah.
You have to remember, he was trying to describe
Yeah.
something completely alien to his experience.
It's like trying to describe, I don't know,
Like a smartphone to someone from the Middle Ages.
I like that.
They might get parts of it,
Mm,
but they wouldn't have the concept,
right.
And if we're talking about mistranslations, reinterpretations,
Absolutely.
we have to talk about the word angel itself.
What about it?
Well, in Hebrew, it's malach,
Right.
which just means messenger, basically.
Interesting.
And the Greek angelos, similar thing. An intermediary, an envoy.
So you're thinking.
Instead of assuming divine beings,
Yeah.
what if these angels
Uh-huh.
were actually like emissaries from another world
I'm listening.
sent to, I don't know, communicate, interact?
It's a shift in perspective.
It is, and it kind of aligns with, that ancient astronaut theory.
It does, yeah.
And if we just entertain that idea for a second,
Okay.
some biblical figures take on a whole new meaning. Like Gabriel,
Ah, Gabriel.
the ultimate messenger.
Right.
Right.
In both Christian and Islamic tradition.
He delivers these crucial messages to Mary, to Muhammad.
Important stuff.
But what if those messages, right,
Yeah.
weren't divine, but actually from an advanced alien civilization?
Intriguing.
And speaking of Muhammad,
Yes.
his story includes this, well,
It's a wild one.
extraordinary journey, to say the least.
The night journey.
Dude.
A key event in Islamic history.
From Mecca to Jerusalem, right?
All in one night.
On this winged creature, Buraq.
With Gabriel, no less.
The speed alone,
Defies explanation, really.
a winged horse, impossible speed.
Ripe for reinterpretation, wouldn't you say?
Some even suggest it could be seen as an
Right.
alien abduction with Gabriel as the guide.
Fascinating.
It's like if we shed our preconceived notions
Yeah.
about angels,
Yeah.
we start to see how these ancient accounts
Uh-huh.
could fit with more modern ideas.
That's like looking at a familiar painting
Okay.
in a whole new light.
You see details, patterns you never saw before.
Precisely.
But this is just the beginning. We got to talk about the fallen angels
Yes.
and the mysteries surrounding them.
Their interactions with humanity.
Yes. And for that, we need to explore a text that's not in the traditional Bible.
Which is?
The Book of Enoch.
Ah, yes. The Book of Enoch. Cryptic tales, intriguing details.
It was lost for centuries.
Rediscovered amongst the Dead Sea Scrolls.
And it's here that we find
What?
the idea of these fallen angels and their relationship with us.
A complex one, to say the least.
Forbidden knowledge, angelic rebellion,
Possibly?
maybe even a hint of genetic manipulation.
It gets deep.
We're about to explore the dark side of angelic lore. Buckle up.
I'm ready.
So the Book of Enoch,
Yeah.
it kind of expands on that part in Genesis, right?
It does, yeah.
About the sons of God and the,
Daughters of men.
yeah, that whole thing always seemed a little bit. But Enoch, it goes into more detail.
It does.
About these fallen angels rebelling against God.
Right.
Doing things they weren't supposed to.
Forbidden knowledge, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And it's these fallen angels, they're called.
Well, watchers.
Right, the Watchers, they're the ones who share knowledge with humans.
Supposedly.
Now, if we're thinking maybe angels are extraterrestrial.
Okay, yeah.
This raises some,
It's questions asked.
what if that forbidden knowledge wasn't like...
Divine secrets.
What if it was actually...
Advanced technology.
Yes, or science beyond,
Humans knew back then.
Right, now we're getting into some...
Ancient alien stuff.
Exactly, but hold on, let's not get too carried away.
Okay.
Even within religion, right? The idea of fallen angels interacting with humans.
Yes, it's debated.
A lot.
Yes, it is.
Not everyone takes these texts literally.
No.
Some see them as...
Allegories.
Yeah, like stories to teach us lessons.
Morals, ethics.
Not actual history.
Right.
And even in Enoch itself, it's not clear. Like
About the Watchers.
Yeah. Are they,
Good intentions, but went too far.
Or are they more like...
Sinister.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
It is.
Cosmic mystery.
For sure.
But if we do think about them as extraterrestrial, it gets even more complicated.
How so?
What were their motives?
Right.
Right.
Helping us. Or using us.
Exactly.
Wait.
Were they trying to help humanity?
Or were they manipulating us?
For their own ends, who knows? And what about the results of all of this, Right. Enoch talks about...
Giants, right.
Offspring of angels and humans.
Causing chaos.
Wreaking havoc. Could that be like...
A distorted memory?
Of some ancient event?
Maybe a misinterpretation?
Like technology?
Or genetic experiments?
Gone wrong. It makes you wonder, all those myths, right?
Gods and monsters.
Yeah. Could there be some truth in there somewhere? But let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
We've been talking about...
Powerful angels?
Yeah, rebellious angels. But what about...
Guardian angels.
Ah, interesting.
The protectors.
And watching over us.
So many people believe in them.
It's the popular belief.
I mean, a study from Baylor University.
Oh, yeah.
Over half of American adults.
Wow.
They believe they have a guardian angel.
That's a lot of people.
It is. It's like this need for...
Effort.
Yeah. Security. Like, we're not alone.
Facing our problems.
And it's not just one culture or religion.
It's everywhere.
Guardian angels are like...
The universal idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where does it come from?
That's the question.
Is it just something we made up?
To feel better.
Yeah. Or is there to it?
Something real.
Well, we do see hints of this, even in ancient texts.
Oh.
Angel Raphael.
Raphael.
From the Book of Tobit.
Okay, I'm not as familiar with that one.
He's a protector, a guide.
Not just a messenger.
Exactly.
So this idea of guardian angels...
It's not new.
It goes way back.
Way back.
But how does this connect to...
Extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
Imagine ancient people seeing... like
advanced beings.
Yes. Intervening in human affairs.
Protecting people.
Harm.
But they don't understand the technology.
Right. They don't have the concept of aliens.
So they interpret them as...
angels.
Yeah.
Divine protectors.
Yeah.
It's...
compelling.
It is. And if those beings were extraterrestrial...
And what?
Are they still watching us?
Good question.
What are they doing? And the big one, What does it mean
For us.
for humanity? Our place in the cosmos. It's like a puzzle,
A big one.
a cosmic puzzle with pieces scattered everywhere.
Throughout history,
Religion.
even our own experiences.
Yeah. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we?
We have, from those fiery whirlwinds to winged horses, rebellious angels.
Fallen angels.
Yeah, and those watchful projectors too.
It's a lot to take in.
It really is. Makes you think. But as we wrap things up,
Yeah.
maybe we should come back to that question.
You mean about what if angels were real?
And they were, extraterrestrial. Yeah, that's a big one.
Changes everything, doesn't it?
Our whole view of history, religion,
Imagine
okay,
all those stories, right?
of divine intervention.
Yeah. Those encounters with powerful beings.
With knowledge we couldn't even fathom.
And what if it was...
Extraterrestrial contact. Whoa.
It would rewrite our understanding of the past.
Completely. Like, realizing our history books
Yeah.
were written in a totally different language.
We're just starting to translate.
And it's not just the past.
No.
It affects the present, the future, too.
Think about it.
Okay.
If those ancient texts
Yeah.
were really about alien civilization.
It means they were here.
Right.
And it makes you ask,
Yeah.
are they still here
Mhm.
now? And if they are
Then what are they doing?
they just watching us, guiding us, or
Even manipulating us.
in ways we can't even see? It's
It's a bit unsettling, isn't it?
a little bit,
And it,
but also kind of amazing.
right. It's like living in a science fiction story.
But one where we don't know what's real anymore.
Exactly. It makes you question everything.
Even like faith.
Yeah. What does it mean to believe in something?
If that something turns out to be,
Completely different.
it's mind-blowing. A little scary, sure.
Sure.
But there's this like wonder to it too.
I agree. Even if we can't prove
Or just
the connection between angels and aliens,
just the possibility.
it opens up our minds, right?
Makes us question what we thought we knew.
And face the fact
Well,
that
we don't know a lot.
the universe is full of mysteries.
That's what makes this so fascinating.
It's a journey, not a destination.
We may never have all the answers.
But the search is what matters.
I think that's the biggest takeaway.
From today.
Yeah. It's not about finding the truth.
Not always.
It's about being open
It's a
to
mystery.
the unknown
The possibility of more.
and we can imagine.
Exactly.
So to everyone listening,
Keep asking those questions.
keep exploring and
Don't be afraid to challenge.
what you think you know.
Because who knows what we'll find.
If we look beyond the
boundaries.
the boundaries of what we think is possible.
Well said.
Well, that's it for this deep dive.
Into angels and aliens.
Thanks for joining us.
Keep those minds open, everyone. And stay curious.